प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः।
ओम प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः. We are studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita with Shankar's commentary, and in the 10th chapter, we have studied up to Shloka 23. The context is that Arjuna has asked that I always want to think of you, never I want to miss you. But the mind does go outside. The mind by its nature is extrovert. It does go here and there, and yet I do not want to miss you. So please tell me in detail in how many ways I can think of you, with what special manifestation you are all pervading in this world. That please tell me. Bhagavan says, all right, I shall tell you, but not fully. It is not possible. As Shankar says, even in hundreds of years, the list will not end. But I will tell you the representative ones. And then Bhagavan starts that the first thing is that I am the self of everybody. I am the being of everybody. I am the Atman of everybody, situated in the hearts of men. I am self of everybody, situated in the hearts of men. Now the self is not limited in area or something. Self cannot be inscribed in the heart. This please you must remember. Self is all pervading. Self is beyond everything. Self is all pervading. And yet the self is said to be in the hearts of everyone, because heart is the place where it can be experienced. Heart is the seat of experience. Heart is the place where we experience our ego, our I consciousness. And this I consciousness is nothing but a reflection of the real consciousness, one without a second. So the place of experience is where we experience I, there itself it will be experienced. And so heart is the place of experience of the absolute reality. So I stay in the heart means you will experience me in your own heart. Every being can experience me in their own heart. I am one without a second. I am not different for each person. And yet I am experientiable only in the heart. And that is why it is said that I am the self of everybody, situated in everybody's heart. And then he starts the list. And in the beginning of the list also is that I am the beginning, middle, and end of all the beings of this world. I am the Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya of the entire world. And then the divine list starts. Among the group of devatas called by the name of Adityas, which are 12, and that Aditya, of which name is Vishnu. Among the shining ones, I am the sun who is full of rays. In the Marut deities, which are 49, I am Marichi. Among the lords of the night, I am Shashi, the moon. You have seen the meaning of Shashi is one who carries that rabbit or hare on his back. Among the Vedas, I am Samaved, because that is the singable, put to music, is Samaved. Among all the gods, I am their ruler, Indra. Among the Indriyas, which are 11 for counting, 5 Gnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, and the mind. Amongst all these 11, I am the mind, which is the lord of the other Indriyas. And among the beings, living beings, I am the consciousness in the living beings. Among the gods called Rudras, which are 11, I am Shankar. Among the Yakshas and Rakshasas, I am the Vittesha, Lord of Wealth, which is Kuvera. Among the 8 Vasus, I am the Agni, Pavaka. And among the mountains which are famous for their tall peaks, I am Meru. This Meru mountain is supposed to be in the center of the earth, and it is supposed to be the tallest mountain. And according to Indian concept, the Swarga is situated on this Meru. So that is the tallest mountain. And so some people try to place it in the north region of the north of Himalayas, because Yudhishthira and others are supposed to have crossed Himalayas and then gone to Meru. So Meru can be somewhere in the north. It is described in the Puranas. It is a legendary. Physically, nobody knows its existence. But in the legends, it is famous. Meru. The earth is supposed to be situated around Meru. So among the mountains with peaks, I am Meru. Up to this, read. Now, Shloka 24. Puro dasam cha mukyam mam vidhi partha brahaspatim senani nam aham skandaha sarasam asmi sagaraha. Puro dasam. Puro dasam means the royal priest. Royal priests are called Purodasa. So, among the royal priests, I am the priest of the gods. Or you may say, royal priest, king's priest. So it is the priest of the Indra. So, Indra being the king of gods, the chief among royal priests will be definitely Indra's priest. Name is Brihaspati, famous. Among the commanders, now all are, as in the beginning, Arjuna asked and Bhagavan is telling that divine vibhutis. So almost all are related to not of this earth, maybe near on earth, but generally divine in nature. And so Raja Purohit will have to go to gods. Similarly, commanders of army. Now Devatas, while they were fighting with, who was that? Vrutrasur, Tripurasur, fighting with a particular asura. Devatas were badly in need of a commander. And so big stories are there in Hinduism that Shiva was not ready to come down from his tapasya, though he had married and Parvati was his wife. So the Kamadeva and others were sent, and Shiva became angry and burned Kamadeva. But at that moment, Shiva's seeds were available, and that seed fell in a forest of harsh grass, Sharavana. And so the sun was born. And it is the most popular god in Tamil Nadu today. Almost all have forgotten Shaivas and Vaishnavas. The common man's god is this. Now here the name is given Skanda. Once in Nagpur Students Home, I told the boys, you write as many names as you know. Collating all the names, I found 100 names had come. Now we know him as Kartikeya, we know him as Subramanya. In the Tamil, he is known as Murugan. Murugan means beautiful. Well, Murugan, where is his weapon? Kumar, Kumarvel, any number of names are there. So, when he led the Devatas army, they could achieve their success. And so, Bhagavan Shri Krishna telling that if you want to think of the commanders, think of the God's commander, and his name is Skanda. Now, this name appears in the Chandogya Upanishad also. Sanat Kumar taught Narada. And in the end, he said, Sanat Kumar is called Skanda also. So, he may be an avatar of Skanda. So, that is how Skanda is defined there. So, he was the captain of the Lord's army. I will tell fun about him. You know, many things you like discuss. In Bengal, he is worshipped as the god for prostitutes. In many parts of India, women are not allowed to visit him. He is the supreme brahmachari. But in many places in Tamil Nadu, why he is born popular in Tamil Nadu? He has two wives, Devasena and what is the other name? Valli. So Valli Nayaka and all that name will come, Devasenapati. Now actually to my mind, Devasenapati. He was the commander of God's army. So that is because Devasena is wife and he is Devasenapati. And this Valli is the name of a tribe. Say between Tamil Nadu and Kerala, that mountain hill. So there, the food available in that hilly tract is not rice or wheat. These potatoes, tapioca, sweet potatoes, of that category, there is a root. And that root grows on creepers. So Valli actually means creeper. But Valli is the root of that creeper. And Valli is the name of the tribe which lives only on those roots. And their girl was married to him. And when he retired, at a point of time, he gave up his commandership. I want to retire now. Then he went and stayed in his father-in-law's house in Tamil Nadu. So he is most popular in Tamil Nadu. They take him as something like what we call Garjamai. So, that is captain of the God's army. They count 6 houses of Murugan. Padvi, Tirukulukundram, one is in the Andhra, just touching. I visited all these 6 when I was there. Many stories are about him, but we are not concerned now. One story common in North India has a slight modification in Tamil Nadu. That Ganesha, Thakur has told that story, that Ganesha and Kartikeya were brothers. And some sort of quarrel was there. And in our North Indian version, Parvati had a necklace, beautiful. And she said, one of you who can circumambulate the whole universe, first I shall give that garland to him. Now Ganesha's Vahan is a mouse. And Kartikeya's Vahan is peacock. So he said, this Ganesha, how can he travel? I will immediately ride on my peacock. So he went through, circumambulated, but when he had left, Ganesha slowly got up, rode on his mouse, and circumambulated Shiva and Parvati. And Parvati gave the necklace to him. Kartik was angry, they have been partial to him. But Ganesha had the knowledge that the whole universe is contained in Shiva and Parvati. This is the North Indian story. In South India, there is a variation. The final gift or prize was a fruit, not garland. And that fruit was given to Ganesha. So Kartikeya became so upset with his parents that he left that place and went to South India. And there he found a hill, and on that hill he stayed. Now in South India, whenever I say South India, I mean Tamil Nadu. So in Tamil Nadu, there is an old woman, Oya. Eternally she is there, old woman. And she is the wisest of women. So she went to appease him and said, why are you angry? No, they have given the fruit to. You are the fruit of your parents. Palam ni. Ni means you. In Tamil, fruit is pronounced as palam. Palam ni. You are the fruit. So that hill is called Padani. So that is a story. Anyway, so enough. One more story I will tell about him. He is also named as Shiva Guru, Guru of Shiva. And in childhood, he was naughty. So any god coming to visit Shiva, he would catch him at the gate and say, tell me the meaning of Om. Now, spontaneously, immediately, they need not remember. Then he would ask the gatekeepers, put him in jail. So this became quite a nuisance. So people complained to Shiva. So Shiva asked him, you are doing like this, do you know the meaning of Om? He said, yes, sure, I know. Then tell me. I won't tell you. You have to come as a disciple to understand. Meaning of Om is not ordinary to be told to anybody. It can be told only to a disciple. So you have to come as a disciple and ask me. So Shiva said, okay, I am your disciple, please tell me the meaning of Om. And he explained. So it's called Shiva Guru. Anyway, so many stories about him. in Tamil Nadu. Now, Kritika Nakshatra. Everyone will have Kritika Nakshatra. So, we were in the requirement of cement in our construction work. And I had gone a little, we have procured big, huge cement, but that was over and required a little more. So I went to that registrar. He has to sign, I can get somewhere. Nobody in the office told it's Kritika. They are going to worship Kritika. So I had to wait for more than 1 hour there. So much popularity. There was an Tirukulakanram. One is on the seashore. If from Kanyakumari we are going to Rameshwaram along the seashore, we will get his temple. Anyway, so Senani Nam Am Skanda. I told as many stories of Skanda as I know, as I could immediately remember. Sarasamasmi Sagara. Sarovar, we have heard the word Sarovar. Now, we may say water reservoirs. But water reservoirs are of two types. One is man makes a tank or well, all these are man-made water reservoirs. But there are others. We may think natural. According to our history or tradition, done by God. That is Sarovar. Sarovar is a water reservoir created by God or dug by God. So among such, I am the ocean. Ocean is the biggest reservoir dug by God for man. So among the Saras, that means God created the reservoirs and the sea or ocean, whatever you like to call it, Sagar. Sagar is generally called the sea. The ocean becomes Mahasagar. Maharshinam Bhruguram. One thing we'll find that there is no internal connection between them. As it comes, Bhagavan remembers, he goes on narrating. So it is a test of memory to memorize the 10th chapter. In all other chapters, we find link of one shloka to the other, and we can remember. But it is a test. In Maharashtra, they will ask their sons to memorize this. And when a guest comes, they want to show the talents of their son, they say 10th chapter. So, because now we are getting different from here, there's no connection. Maharshinam Bhruguraham Girami Asmi Ekam Aksharam Yajnanam Japa Yajnaosmi Stavaranam Himalaya. No Himalayas come on. Maharshinam Bhruguraham. Now there are rishis and there are maharshis. Rishis may be anybody who discovers a spiritual truth is a rishi. But anybody who experiences Brahman is Maharshi. And among the Maharshis, Bhrigu is the most famous or the first one. You know what Bhrigu is taken for? The creator of astrology. So Bhrigu is the Rishi who controls the astrological science. So among Maharshis and Bhrigu, there are many stories about Bhrigu, we need not go into that. Giram Asmi ekam aksharam. Gira means speech. Gira, plural. Among speeches. I am the one-lettered speech. What is one-lettered speech? Omkar. Because in one syllable, Brahman is told. So that is the one-lettered speech. Giram asmi ekam aksharam. Among the yajna, I am the japa yajna. This is very famous among those who like the japa. Some of our centers, they have 5-day, 3-day program, japa yajna. So among the yajnas, I am japa yajna. Among the sthavaras, sthavaras means unmoving things. Things which are not moving. I am the Himalaya. Himalaya, the snow mountain. There are many snow mountains in the world, but this is in reference to India, especially. Ashwatha sarva vrukshanam devarshinaam cha narada gandharvanam chitraratha siddhanam kapilo muni sarva vrukshanam ashwatha. Now, what is this ashwatha will be a great debate. Bengalis, which the others call people tree, Bengalis call that as ashwatha. But in Gita and Kathopanishad, the ashwatha is described. That description is of a banyan tree, because the roots are below and all that. Now let us take the etymological meaning, ashwatha. Now, ashwatha can be applied to many trees. That which is not like it was yesterday, that is the meaning. A tree which is not like that which was yesterday. Now, maybe people, maybe some tree of that site. All the trees. Now in India, the people, it must be people, because people tree is supposed to be the holy tree. And women worship people for the longevity of their husbands on that Vata Purnima. It is called Vata Purnima. Vata is banyan again. So anyway, some tree of that species. Now, this shows that among gods also there were rishis. We know only about Narada. But among the rishis, among the gods, I am Narada. So, Vibhuti, God's Vibhuti. If your mind goes on thinking that I want to think of the rishis among gods, think of Narada. Gandharvanam Chitraratha. The Chitraratha is a famous character in Mahabharata. He was Indra's friend, he was Arjuna's friend. You know Chitraratha story? Now, Duryodhan sent all the Pandavas to forest. But all the good men, scholars, Pandits, they started sadhus going to forest because they liked company with Yudhishthira. So Duryodhan was filled with jealousy He wants to humiliate them. So he has sent them to forest. But they are not humiliated. So he thought, I will take all my the king's forces and I will meet it as Shobha in front of the Pandavas. So they will feel humiliated, seeing my glory. So with this idea he started. Indra saw that. So Indra told Chitraratha, do something by which this will become reversed. He is a Gandharva. So the Gandharvas and their ladies, which are Apsaras, in between there was a beautiful lake. So they all came and the Apsaras started taking bath in that lake. And the Duryodhana's party arrived. And they were filled with ego, arrogance. So you want to take bath here? No, you cannot enter till the Apsaras finish their bath. Duryodhana and his party forcibly wanted to enter. Then Chitraratha attacked them. Gandharvas are more powerful than Math. And they attacked them. And his famous brother, friends, Dushasan, Karna, Shakuni ran away. And they trapped only Duryodhana. And they tied Duryodhana to his own chariot. Now, people who saw, they started running here and there. Oh, king is arrested, king is trapped. And Pandavas were not very far away from there. So news went to Yudhishthira. Bhima said, let him die. Yudhishthira said, no. There is a famous shloka in Mahabharata that among them we make quarrel. But any outside enemy, remember we are 105. 5 versus 100 is usual quarrel. But amongst anybody outside, we are 105. And also, without a king, we are in the forest now. And without a king, it will be anarchy throughout the kingdom. So it is your duty, Bhima and Arjun, go and get him released. So Bhima and Arjun came and they fought with Chitraratha. Now, you may say they won or you may say fight ended in equal. And they said, release him. I won't release before you. I accept Yudhishthira only as the king. So I will take him to the king. And if he orders, whatever he orders, I will do. So Chitraratha took Duryodhana, bound to his chariot in front of Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira could not see, he was not release him, he is the king. You say, so I am releasing. And he released him. Yudhishthira said, brother, why come to quarrel? You please go back. He came back, some spaces, and sat in the forest. He said, I want to die immediately. His description, the person whom I have hated all my life and the person who has never hated me, and to get released at his hands. What more insult will be there? Those who are hiding, they came. Oh king, you are a hero, you are saved. I said, I am not a hero, Yudhishthira released me. Give me poison immediately. They said such ups and downs are always there. Then I cannot live unless I see Yudhishthira killed. This is Duryodhana. And that is the only reason for Mahabharata war. You can imagine any person that I have been, Duryodhana's words, the person whom I have hated all my life, the person who has never hated me, and to get released at his hand. Anybody would have completely changed. I surrender, oh, give your kingdom, have your kingdom. But he said, I cannot live unless I see Yudhishthira killed. That is Duryodhana. So there in this party Chitraratha. And so this has happened already before Mahabharata. And so God tells him, among Gandharvas I am Chitraratha. What is the meaning of the word Chitraratha? Whose chariot is picturesque. Chitrita Ratha or Vichitra Ratha. Siddhanam, what is Gandharvas, you may ask? Gandharvas are also called Vidyadharas. They have one special knowledge, Vidya. And the special knowledge is that they can live without being seen by others. And Gandharvas are famous for music and dance. Now, Siddhana, those who are born perfect, and Kapila Muni. Kapila is supposed to be the generator of Sankhya philosophy. But Kapila Sankhya is not like today's Sankhya. We will get the story of Kapila in Bhagavad Purana. He is taken as one of the avatars. And his father went to forest. And he also wanted to leave the home. His mother's name is Devahuti. So Devahuti said, your father has gone away, you will also gone away. How can I live? So you please give the knowledge which you have. Then you can go. So that Kapila Devahuti Samvad in Bhagavad is the source of the original Sankhya philosophy. And there it is mixed with Bhakti. Anyway, so Kapila is taken as among the born Siddhas and Kapila. So it is the Vibhuti of Gwalior. Oh, why not read Shankar's commentary on these three shlokas? Purodasam Rajapurohitanam, royal priest. Mukhyam Pradhanam Mam Vidhi Janehi He Partha Brahaspatim Sai Indra Seti Mukhya. He is the main because he is Indra's Purohit. Syat Puroda. Senaninam Senapatinam Am Skanda Deva Senapati. Commander of God's army. Sarasam Yani Deva Khatani Saransi. Reservoirs which are dug by God. Tesham Sarasam Sagara Asmi M.Sc. Yirshina Bhruvam Giram Vacham Padalakshanam Ekam Aksharam Omkar. Padalakshana means word complete. Gira means Vani. But what type of Vani? Word complete. So in word complete Vani is, I am that one letter word. Omkara. So that is Omkara. You know what is this car? Omkar. Good that I'm stopping and asking. The sound Om, Omkar, the sound Om. Omkar. So Omkarasmi. Yajnanam japa yajnasmi. Sthavaranam sthitimatam Himalaya. No special. Ashwatha sarvarukshanam. Ashwatha sarvarukshanam. He has not commented at all. Devarshinam cha narado. Deva eva santa rishitvam prapta. Mantra darshitvat te devarshaya. Though they were gods, they could see, they could become rishis. That means they could see mantras. Mantra drishta is rishi. Mantra means subtle truths. Te devarshaya. Tesham narada asmi. Among them I am Narad. Gandharvanam chitraito nama Gandharva asmi. Siddhanam janmana eva dharma jnana vairagya aishwaryati shem praptanam. This is the picture of perfection Shankaracharya draws. Virtue, knowledge, vairagya, glory. In superlative degree, if somebody has from birth, he is called Siddha. Among such people, I am Kapila. Uchchai Shravasama Vidyamam Amrutodbhavam Airavatam Gajendranam Naranam Chanaradipam. Among the horses, I am Uchchai Shrava, born of nectar. Now, who is Uchchai Shrava and how is born of nectar? Gods and demons, they decided to churn the ocean to get nectar. And before nectar came out, 13 or 14 other things came out. So 14 are remembered through shlokas and all that. Lakshmi, Kaustuva, Parijata, Kasura, Dhanvantari, Chandrama. So, Uchchai is a horse born when the ocean was churned for Amrita. So, that is the distant relation. Uchchai born of Amrita, means Uchchai born from the ocean when the ocean was being churned for nectar. Now, in popular legend, in India, there were no horses. Where all the horses come from? So through the ocean they come. So from India, horses means come from ocean. Saindava Manaya is a common example given. That if you want to find the meaning of a word, you should find according to context. A man is sitting at meals and he says Saindava Manaya. He wants salt because salt comes from ocean. He does not want a horse. So that is the example given. So horses in Indian concept come from ocean. They may come across the ocean, but they come from ocean. Anyway, that are the stories. But here, not all horses, because again it belongs to Indra, so it is the special. Remember, Uchchai Gajendrana Mairavata, not Gajanama. Among the horses, there is a system. They always live in groups, and there is a group leader. He is the Gajendra, the leader or king in a group of elephants. Among them, Airavata. Now, Iravati was a she elephant, and this Airavata is supposed to be born of her. Iravati, son Airavata. Naranam Chandra Dipam. In general, amongst men, I am the king. So, kings are held in India very holy, sanctity. He is born from gods, not ordinary. So, Vibhuti, everywhere the king is being pointed out. So, among men, I am the king. So, when you think of men, think of king. उच्चैश्रवशम अश्वानाम उच्चैश्रवा नाम अश्वत्थम मां विद्धि जानी अमृतोद्भवम अमृत निमित्तम अथनोद्भवम. Or Amrita, when the Matana churning was done, he was born. Airavatam, Iravatya Apatam, Gajendranam, Hastishwaranam, Hasti Ishwarana, the gods among elephants. Tam mam vidhi iti anuvartate. That vidhi should be attached everywhere. Naranam Manushanam cha Naradipam Rajanam mam vidhi jani. Ayudhanam aham vajram धेनूनाम अस्मि कामधु प्रजनश्चास्मि कंदर्पः सर्पाणाम अस्मि वासुकी. Now weapons of war. So divine special manifestations everywhere, where you want to think. Indra's weapon is called Vajra. So among the weapons thing and the Vajra. You know about this Vajra story? When from Vajra came? Yes. That means gods also have selfishness. They were fighting with Asura. And somebody told that the person who is most unselfish, more than you, his bones can only be that weapon. And Dadichi was famous for his Tapasya. And they approached Dadichi, we want your bones. And he willingly gave up his body. And they took his bones and made that weapon. Advaita Ashrama is?
Chhapra. Chhapra is there. Chhapra, Bihar.
No, I don't know. I visited that place. Narmada becomes divided and again joins. After Omkareshwar, there the Advaita Ashrama is there, on that hill. So that Vajra I am made from Dadichi's bones. So how much unselfish you can imagine. He willingly gave up his body to take my bones. Now among the cows, there is a Kamadhenu. She is also born during that Amrit Manthan. Kamadhu. That means You duk means you milk her. And you milk her with whatever desire you get it. That is Kamaduk. Prajana Shastri Kandarpa. Prajana. See, God is giving his vibhutis everywhere. Causes for birth. Prajana. Prajana means causes for birth. So in the lust, Kama. You may make a god out of it, Kamadeva. So I am the lust among the causes of birth. So think of that. Sarpanam asmi Vasuki. In the next shloka, we'll get Ananta Shasmi Naga. Now, some people think Nagas are a particular species of serpents. Some people think with poison is Naga, without poison is Sarpa. And in common mind, the two names belong to the same person, Ananta and Vasuki. But they are different. Mother said about Sadhana Swamiji, he is like Vasuki. So Vasuki is the serpent on which Vishnu rests. But Vishnu is supposed to rest on Ananta. So there may be. Vasuki is the king of serpents. So Sarpanam, Sarpa Vedanam, different snakes, different varieties of snakes. Asmi Vasuki Sarpa Raja. So he is the king of serpents, Vasuki. Ananta Shasmi Naga Nam Varuno Yadasamaham Pitrunam Aryama Chasmi Yamas Sanyamatamaham. Among the Nagas, I am the Ananta Nag. He is also king of the Nagas. Yadasam. Yadasam means water reservoirs. They were God dug water reservoirs, no other water reservoirs. That is Yadasam. I am Varuna. Varuna actually is the Varuna Devata, who is the Devata of the water. But if you want to think of waters, you think of Varuna. Pitrunam Aryama. Now, those who do good works and they go to Pitruloka, so in the Pitruloka, the king is Aryama. Now, here some association has come. We think Yama is the Lord there. But Yama Sanyamatama. Those who control people and the Yama. So Acharya says, Ananta Chasmi Naganam Nagavisheshanam Nagaraja Chasmi, the king of Nagara. No, who was guarding that treasure? The Pandavas were half kingdom, they were allotted the worst part. But that was old capital. And very big treasure was there. So Yudhishthira said, whatever you give, accept. And Krishna said, you come I am taking Arjuna first and see what can be done. And they went there, and the treasure was being guarded by the serpent. Then they requested Indra. Then Indra asked him, don't quarrel, allow them. So that is the story. So Indra serpent. No, that is not Ananda, that is Vasuki. Indra is known only from Vishnu's bed. Purno Yadasam Aham Abdevatanam. Abdevatanam. So there are gods of waters. Among them I am Varuna. Devatanam Raja is Varuna. Is the king among gods of water. Pitrunam Arema Nama Pitru Raja, king there is Pitru Arema. Yama Sanyamatam Sanyamanam Gurvatam, those who control Yama Dema. Prahladas Chasmi Daityanam Kala Kalayatamaham Mruganam Cha Mrugendroham Vainate Yasya Pakshinam. Among the Daitya Kula, Kashyapa has two wives, Diti and Aditi. And the Diti compelled Kashyapa, urged him to have sex in the evening. And Kashyapa said, no, no, no. But she was having too much lust at that time. You must satisfy me. So Kashyapa said, that is the worst time for sex. And those who will be born of it will be demons. So Diti Putras are Daityas. But among them came a devotee, Prahlad. So Prahlad story, everybody knows, is the famous. Some of the Diti Putras and Prahlad. Kalam Kala Kalayatama. Kalayata means counting. Those who count am the Kala. Time counts everybody. Among the Mruga has 2-3 meanings. Mruga we know as deer. But Mriga is all animals are called Mrugas. And Mrugendra is the king of animals. That is Shiva. Now suppose in a forest there is no Shiva. Then who will be the king? Tiger. If Shiva is there, tiger cannot do anything. But in the forest where Singha is. So here in general name is given Mrugendra, the king of animals. Vainate Yashapakshina. These are mythological stories, are Vedic stories. Among the birds and the eagle, Garuda Pakshi, son of Vinata. He is the Vahan of Vishnu. He is the enemy of serpents. So Vainateya Pakshina. Prahlado Namachasmi Daityanam Diti Vanshanam. Diti is progeny. Kala Kalayatam Kalanam Gananam Kurvatam. Kalayatam means those who do counting. Mruganam cha Mrugendra Simo Vagrova. Either lion or tiger. Vainataya cha Garudman. Garud. Vinata Suta Pakshinam Putatrinam. Those who fly. Om Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetra Ekapane ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम तत्सत्। श्री रामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।
प्रपन्न पारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः।